Welcome back to the channel Stocks Market News. Beat the index. Today we'll speak about the situation on the stock market on Friday. The S&P 500 climbed Friday, drove by tech as the more extensive market disregarded Federal Reserve authorities approaching the national bank to settle the score more forceful on rate climbs that many dread could slow the economy to an extreme. The S&P 500 rose 1.5%, the Dow Jones Industrial Average acquired 0.2% and the Nasdaq rose 0.7%. Germany's Mercedes-Benz Group AG said on Friday it has opened an innovative work, R&D, focus in Shanghai that will focus on portability innovation. Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin space tourism service has deferred until March 29 a flight at first set for the following week, while Saturday Night Live comic Pete Davidson won't be a traveler on the send-off, the organization said on Thursday. Hong Kong startup Greater Bay Airlines has downsized its underlying development desires because of tight pandemic-related quarantine limitations and still can't seem to mark the calendar for its first business flights, its CEO said on Friday. Luxury sports car producer Porsche AG, which parent Volkswagen could drift in a fractional financial exchange posting not long from now, on Friday set out a more aggressive deals focus for electric vehicles. Russia's biggest lender Sberbank on Friday said sanctions on its tasks implied its clients would not be able to move assets in specific unfamiliar monetary standards to accounts at different banks, both in Russia and abroad. BP's board on Friday suggested financial backers vote against an investor goal recorded by Dutch activist group. Chinese energy vehicle maker Xpeng Inc. said on Friday it will raise its costs for at-a-bargain vehicles before endowment from March 21 because of the increasing expenses of raw materials. Managers at sports car producer Porsche before the end of last year headed out to the United States to examine conceivable joint tasks with iPhone creator Apple as well. Similarly as with some other tech organizations, Porsche's CEO said on Friday. Germany's economy ministry has launched an investigation into whether engineering group Bosch violated an export ban on goods that can be used for both civilian and military purposes. U.S.-based wares merchant Cargill Inc. has consented to obtain a 24.5% stake in the salmon cultivating auxiliary of Chile's Multiexport Foods for some $290 million, it said on Friday. Morgan Stanley expert Adam Jonas, who widely covers Tesla Incorporated, said Friday that the electric vehicle organization entering the flight space involves when not an if. Office rental organization IWG said on Friday it intends to add in excess of 1,000 new areas universally in 2022, with specific spotlight on rural regions, because of expanding interest for the half-and-half work model in a post-pandemic climate. British American Tobacco Plc is in cutting-edge converses with move its Russian business to Russia's S&S group of companies, its merchant, S&S said, after Moscow proposed it could nationalize resources of unfamiliar firms that left the country. Russia's greatest cargo airliner Volga-Dnepr Group has suspended all flights utilizing Boeing airplane because of Western ascents, it said on Friday. Shares of online business stage rent the Runway Inc. rose 28% Friday after Jefferies began inclusion of the stock with a purchase rating. The U.S. Trade Department on Friday moved to really ground 100 planes that have as of late traveled to Russia and are accepted to abuse U.S. send-out controls, including a plane utilized by Roman Abramovich. Wall Street experts have sliced their forecasts for McDonald's Corp 2022 and 2023 benefit, the most recent sign that some Western organizations stand to endure a monetary shot as the expenses of Russia's intrusion of Ukraine develop. Shares of Joann Inc., the specialty retailer of crafts and fabrics, plunged 10% Friday in the wake of posting final quarter profit after the chime Thursday that missed expert assumptions. A lawsuit recorded on Friday blames Google for foundational racial predisposition against black workers, saying the search engine company steers them to bring down level positions, pays them less and denies them amazing chances to progress due to their race. U.S. booking sites including Vrbo, Hopper and Kayak are seeing more popularity for spring and summer relaxation travel as COVID-19 limitations, straightforwardness and explorers give off an impression of being disregarding added expenses to boarding passes and travels from rising fuel costs. If you'd like to know what company Amazon's owner Jeff Bezos bought, click the video on our YouTube channel.